In the wake of World War II, the world was left reeling from the atrocities committed. The globe had witnessed a conflict of unprecedented scale and devastation. Cities lay in ruins, economies were shattered, and the death toll was staggering, with millions of lives lost. The very fabric of society had been torn apart, and the collective psyche of humanity was deeply scarred. But amid the ashes of destruction, there emerged a yearning for justice and accountability. The world demanded answers and retribution for the heinous crimes that had been perpetrated. This led to an extraordinary endeavor, a judicial proceeding that was unlike anything the world had seen before. World powers convened to set up the Nuremberg Trials, an international tribunal designed to prosecute the leaders of Nazi Germany for their role in the war crimes. This was a bold attempt to uphold the rule of law, even in the face of extreme brutality. And thus, the stage was set for the Nuremberg Trials, a landmark in the pursuit of global justice. November 20th, 1945, marked the beginning of the Nuremberg Trials, a series of military tribunals held to prosecute prominent leaders of Nazi Germany. On this day, the world bore witness as 24 of the most notorious figures of the Third Reich were called to the stand. These men, once the architects of a world at war, now stood accused of crimes against peace, war crimes, and crimes against humanity. The judges and prosecutors, hailing from the United States, the United Kingdom, France, and the Soviet Union, were tasked with the monumental responsibility of delivering justice. Each defendant, no matter the depth of their atrocities, was given the right to legal counsel, a testament to the principles of the very justice they were accused of trampling upon. The courtroom was a mesh of languages, emotions, and expectations. The world watched with bated breath as the trials began, hoping for justice to be served. The trials that unfolded over the next year were rigorous and revealing, unmasking the true horror of the Nazi regime. The evidence presented was damning, encompassing everything from documented orders for mass extermination to personal testimonies of survivors. Unsettling footage from concentration camps, medical experiment records, and written orders for genocide were all laid bare. The defendants, 24 high-ranking Nazi officials, responded with a mixture of denial, justification, and claims of ignorance. Yet, the sheer weight of irrefutable evidence was overwhelming. The verdicts handed down were severe, but justified. 12 of the accused were sentenced to death by hanging, 7 received prison terms ranging from 10 years to life, and 3 were acquitted. Among those executed were notorious figures such as Joachim von Ribbentrop, Hitler's foreign minister, and Wilhelm Frick, the architect of the Nuremberg laws. The Nuremberg trials concluded, leaving a legacy of accountability and justice. The Nuremberg trials were more than a pursuit of justice. They were a step towards a new global order. They challenged the very notions of impunity and sovereignty, establishing that even state leaders could be held accountable for their actions. This monumental shift was a beacon for the development of international law and human rights. These trials were the genesis of a new legal precedent, the birthplace of the concepts of crimes against humanity and genocide. These terms, now entrenched in our legal vocabulary, were first legally defined and prosecuted in Nuremberg. The trials also set the stage for future international tribunals, such as the International Criminal Court. They provided a framework for prosecuting war crimes and crimes against humanity, a blueprint that continues to guide international justice. In essence, the legacy of the Nuremberg trials is a world more attuned to justice, more committed to human rights, and more intolerant of impunity. The echoes of the Nuremberg trials continue to resonate, reminding us of the importance of justice and accountability in our world today.